Ladies and gentlemen, bullying is bad. And perhaps the single most bullied individual on planet Earth is the Martin bot on chess.com. Martin bot is rated 250, and he is potentially the worst chess player who has ever existed or not. Some time ago I made this video where I gave Martin 30 queens and still managed to defeat him, and it's my most popular video to date. But now in April 2024, Martin has come back, and it's one of those incredible feel-good stories where somebody was bullied at one point in their lives, and now they are thriving. There is a next-gen Martin bot on chess.com, and its elo is uh-oh. And today I battled him, and I did everything in my power to win. But there's something special about this video. Since next-gen Martin is futuristic, I played Martin in a futuristic chess experience. And I'm talking about this. Inside of here is ChessUp 2. This is a futuristic chessboard where you can play online games offline. You can play bots, you can play humans, you can play friends or enemies that are 10,000 miles away, and you can learn things. ChessUp 2 will fully integrate with chess.com, and all of your games will be saved in your profile and ready for review. It also has a touchscreen and built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't need to download another app. And as you'll see in the game, I play it as piece recognition technology. The board knows what piece is standing on what square, whose move it is, what legal moves there are, and when it's check and checkmate. This thing is on Kickstarter for a limited time, and only for the next 3 weeks you can save $100 if you pre-order it now. I have one of the first prototype ChessUp 2s that exists anywhere in the world, but the final version will come out later this year, likely in November. Now let's make the craziest transition to me defeating next-gen Martin. Bet you didn't see that coming. GothamChess in a suit, ready to play on the ChessUp 2. This is a pretty special video. I'm gonna be playing chess in a futuristic way, and I'm playing against a futuristic opponent. The ChessUp 2 snaps on at the click of a button, and the board comes calibrated. So when you first set up the pieces, see, there's a lot of lights going on. Put the extra queens off to the side, and then watch what happens when you do this, and this, and this, and this. The board recognizes each piece, literally recognizes what piece is on what square. That is the technology. Look at this. It's filling up, and you ready for this? Boom! It's ready to play. You could set the board up wrong and it won't let you make those moves in games. You could obviously play offline against the AI, you can play on ChessUp itself, but this is the first time ever that one of the ChessUp boards, specifically ChessUp 2, connects seamlessly with chess.com. And I am going to be playing this month's special bot, Next Gen Martin. I think what I'll do is I'll start the game with e4, the king's pawn. I played this against him last time. Wow, he plays the Caro Khan against me. That is very interesting. I'm going to play, I guess, d4. And because Martin is a newly transformed powerhouse of a bot, I don't really want to get into a crazy positional, crazy tactical game. Like normally what I would do is I would play the move pawn to f3 here. And as you can see there, the board is choosing the moves highlighted. One more thing, you know, about these kind of techie boards is, and just in general, any sort of tech, I always try to break it. So if I start making moves for my opponent, then it's not really going to work, right? If I put the knight there, it's going to start flashing, right? As you can see, if I make moves for black. If I make an illegal move for myself, like bishop there, it also starts flashing that it's illegal. Okay, there are a lot of possibilities, but I think the most principled way to play is the advance Caro Khan with the move pawn to e5. Now we see there, next gen Martin is playing the advanced Caro Khan with bishop to f5. There's a lot of very sharp and complicated lines against this, like the Tal variation, which is pawn to h4. It's me highlighting the pawn right now. But instead I'm going to play knight f3, which is called the short variation, and I'm going to play a more slow kind of positional grinding game. So let's play bishop to e2, and now black can break with the move pawn to c5 or maneuver with his knights. And we do in fact see Martin moving the knight to the e7 square. This is very cool, by the way. Like, I do have to make the moves myself, but that's about the only other manual labor that I have. I'm gonna play castles. It's a normal move. And now he says, it's tough for me to play in real life because I'm allergic to wood and also I've been alive forever. Okay, fantastic. The knights are out. Black now has multiple pawn breaks. There's a lot of different lines here. for white. One of the most principled is this weird move, pawn to a4, which tries to restrict black's queenside space. Plays knight to g6, trying to get out his dark squared bishop and move his f-pawn. It's going to be a slow maneuvering type of game. And I actually like to play this move a5 as well. I like to take away all the queenside space from black's knight. And yeah, clearly Martin just totally unconcerned. Now, going forward, again here would probably be inaccurate, because although I do target this pawn, which I'm now highlighting by playing pawn to a6, this is very cool. Wow, I could just do this for like 10 minutes. That could be the whole video. He won't take, right? He's not going to be, he's not going to accept that pawn and the weakening of his own pawn structure. So maybe we play rook e1. Rook e1 is anticipating that at some point black will play the move pawn to f6. For now, he's not doing that. And he said castling is called the Martin special, which does not make any sense, because that is not what castling is called. Now, the question is, do I move my bishop, do I move my knight, or do I move my pawn? Or do I play the move like bishop to d3? In fact, I kind of like the move bishop to d3. I think if I play bishop to d3, he will probably, I don't know what he's going to do against this move, actually. I kind of like this move, because normally, yeah, you don't really want to trade this bishop for black for my bishop, I think. So now I'm going to take back. And yeah, I think my queen is quite active, and I have a nice position. Yeah, of course he's going to play pawn to c5. So if I take the pawn, this knight will come here. Still might not be that bad, but there's probably no reason to allow it. Now I could consider, excuse me, pushing this pawn to a6. Although I'm not really sure I want to do that. I have multiple possibilities. Maybe that very well is the right idea. I also can maybe play this pawn 2 squares to c4 to open up the center quite a lot. But I don't feel like opening the center too quickly, because I'm not fully ready for a fight. Now I can defend my center with the move pawn to c3. He would take, I would take. And then I think I have pretty good control of his position. So maybe I do that. Maybe I play pawn to c3. Touch my king there by accident. I hope that didn't like disrupt the board. He says it's fun playing chess. You should play a few thousand more games, and then you might be able to draw against me. Okay, so c4. Martin locks the center, but I do think this gives me pretty good attacking chances. Like, now I'm going to focus on this side of the board, right? He kind of closed things down over here. So now the question is, how am I going to, like, I want to slide over 1 square. Also kind of want to slide back diagonally. I mean, it's very, very tough to make a decision here on what is best. I unironically have no idea what is the best move. It could be going all the way back. It could be, yeah, like, I think I'm going to go all the way back. I think I'm going to come here, because I want to go out over here on this diagonal. Okay, yeah, and of course, he does, in fact, play b5. This is an important move. So Martin is going to try to play b4, right? He's going to try to play b4. Now, if I play b4 myself, he's going to take me en passant. And then he's going to try to, like, make something happen on that side of the board. Because if the board locks, I'm dominating over here. Now, one thing that comes to mind here is to play this move pawn to g3 or pawn to h4. Just play h4, gambit a pawn, and just start an attack before Martin is able to consolidate on the queen side. But it's a pawn at the end of the day, and it's a huge decision. I can also put my bishop on d2 and prevent him from playing b4, but I think that's kind of a short-lived solution. I'm not sure. Very tough, very, very tough decision here. g3, h4 looks very appetizing, though, I must say. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play g3 and try to march my h-pawn up to attack his king. Now, Martin, immediately as I weaken myself, strikes back with this move f6. But I thought this was a bad move, because I thought I would be able to control him a bit. Like, first of all, I can take and maybe take the pawn on e6. I can take this pawn, and then I can take with my rook. Then he's going to try to create some sort of counterplay and maybe trap my rook, which I don't particularly like. I can ignore him and just play h4, and maybe even h5 after that. But even that seems a little bit dangerous for me. take. Yeah, very tough to say what exactly Martin is trying to do. So let me take this pawn. What's he going to take back with? What's his big decision there? Oops, I have this backwards. He takes with the rook. Interesting. Why? But don't I have bishop g5? Like, can't I play bishop g5 and then... No, I guess he saw better than me. Maybe that's why my queen needed to be on the e2 square. But he does have a weakness. And that is something I can work with, I think. I also can move my knight to a3 and then reroute it, but I think I need to act now. So another move that I have is knight to g5, which attacks the pawn, or bishop g5. They both look okay. I don't know which one is better. Bishop g5, he'll move his rook. Play something like h4. Yeah, very, very tough to say. I don't know. Let's go with the... but knight g5, he has e5 maybe. No, does he? Ay. Can he really get away with playing like this? I guess he's a bot, right? So he could get away with doing whatever he wants. Let us indeed begin with the move bishop to g5. Targeting his bishop. Targeting his rook, rather. And he moves it forward and counterattacks my bishop. But his pawn on e6 is so weak. I feel like I have something here. I just can't exactly nail what it is. Now, I don't want to make the trade because then he just takes with his queen. But I was thinking about this move h4. It might be the last move I make in my life. But yeah, he plays h6, which is a move that I was expecting. And he's making me make a decision now with my bishop. I can trade, but that sort of plays directly into what he's been trying to accomplish. But at least then I can develop my other knight. I can also come back. And then the question is, who actually benefits from a trade of bishops in this position? Tough to say. Also, can I take the pawn now on g6, on e6? Probably not, but it kind of looks like I can. But maybe I can't. But maybe I can. Rook all the way down to take the pawn is attacking his knight. But then I suppose he can counter me somehow. Oof. This is a very, very complicated situation. I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to play rook takes pawn. And we're just going to... It says it's okay to lose a pawn or two, keep playing. Also, Martin just said... He asked me if I have any hobbies, and he said that he has a hobby of collecting towels. They made this Martin bot as weird as they possibly could. All right? Pawn takes h4. I calculated this, and I think I'm doing okay here. I think right here, I took his pawn. I'm going to get my knight into the game. And I don't think my position is bad. Like, the only question is, am I getting my freaking rook trapped? But I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I could take on h4, but I don't want to open up my king. If I play knight takes h4, I feel like... But maybe knight h4 and then queen g4 is possible. No, I don't believe it is. Maybe. For now, I'm okay with this pawn existing here. And I think I need to get my other knight into the game. I don't think we have another choice. The only other option is queen back to e2 to try to go down there to e6. And that does activate the queen for sure. That is definitely a queen activation move. But is it the priority in the position right now? The answer is I have no idea. Because it's chess. Let's play that. I'm so scared because I know who I'm facing. Let us go queen to e2. Now the queen is on the open file. Right? He does play knight f8. So this is already progress. We're kind of making Martin go backwards here, which I do like a lot. I had a crazy idea here to sacrifice my rook, obviously. It's the only thing I know how to do. But I don't think I need to. I think I can just back the rook up to the g4 square. Take a deep breath, not rush anything, and just kind of move from there. Alternatively, I can sacrifice my rook, but I don't think it's necessary, so don't have to do that. Back to g4. And I am attacking his pawn. So now I am threatening to take the pawn, which is why Martin takes me. Very nice. I thought about not taking it again. I just thought about getting all my pieces into the game as fast as possible. So my rook and my knight and everybody can get a turn. But I also don't see anything particularly wrong with just taking the pawn back. Although he is going to get a few developing moves. Like he's going to be able to bring a few more pieces. I can take with the pawn as well. I'm not crazy about taking with the pawn, because I feel like I'm weakening my king. But who knows? Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it is. What do I take with? If I take with the rook, he has bishop to d6. And then he's going to bring his queen to f6. And that looks very, very, very dangerous for me. So maybe the alternative is bishop d6, knight to e5. But that also doesn't seem particularly appealing. So let's take with the pawn. I'm not crazy about this move. I feel like I'm... Oh, queen e8 is either a really good move or a really terrible move. I actually don't know what type of move it is, if I'm being completely honest. It does not look that smart. It really doesn't. Okay, now it's probably time to get my second knight out. I don't see anything else. I can put my knight in the center of the board, like knight to e5, but there's no backup. So let's play knight to d2, and now my rook is coming, and maybe we have a decent position. Okay, queen h5. But I thought now I have some possibilities. Wait a minute. His bishop is hanging. Okay, so the bishop is hanging. Now my rook is hanging, which is a big deal. I was originally going to play knight to e5 in this position, and I thought knight to e5 was a reasonable move. Looking at it now, I still think knight to e5 is a pretty reasonable move. I have not been able to refute that. Knight e5, he'll play something like bishop to d6, and then maybe I play like king up to g2. I just defend myself, and then I can play like rook h4 as well after that. Okay. I think that might be the plan. I think we're going knight to e5. Is it touch move? Okay. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with knight e5. But I did just get scared of his queen infiltrating. Bishop to f6. I don't have this discovered attack. I can't take on g7 and take his queen. It doesn't work. But I might have rook f1 setting up something like that. Rook f1, and then I take with the knight, maybe. That doesn't look that bad. I also have queen g2, maybe, in some lines. Could be not bad. I feel like I'm very close. Like, I'm very close to accomplishing something in this position. I also have king g2 again. But the threat right now is to take my knight. We're going to try to trade his rook. I've decided. I thought for a little bit. And he decides to take my knight. Makes sense. Now if I take, he takes with the rook. And he has some more threats after that, which is a little bit annoying. Did I just blunder? Rook f5. Rook f5. Does he have bishop takes d4, an in-between move? Ay, ay, ay. Martin guy is too strong now. Oh. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I miss that if I take his rook on f5, he has bishop takes d4, sacrificing the bishop. And if I take the bishop, he's going to take with the rook. And, yeah, I'm definitely under pressure. And I'm not having a good time. Okay, let's play rook takes f5. Now he's going to play bishop takes d4. Oh, completely missed this move. This is Zwischenzug. Oh, now it's telling me I'm in check. Look at that. You can see it's got a red square. I can take with the pawn. I can't take with the rook because then I would lose my queen. Or I could move my king, and then I could take with the rook after that. But they're all bad. I could also bring my rook back, but then I have to take with my king. Oh, none of it works out in the end. That is quite brutal. Maybe we bring the rook back, and then no. If I take with the king after, then it's he has check, and he Martin's too strong. Martin is too strong. Oh yeah. Now I'm a pawn down. I have some active pieces here, but nothing particularly appealing. I mean, maybe I can fight back somehow, but like I can't activate any of my pieces. I can't even threaten checkmate on e7 because he will just... Yeah, I don't know. He kind of cooked my spirit here. Is he gonna play queen c2? I'm gonna be really mad if he can play queen c2. Okay. Luckily, he can't just totally bully me. But now he's trying to put his rook on the e8 square. Straight down there, which kind of... Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can play knight to f3 and put the knight on e5, but then he's going to play knight e6 on the next move. So maybe the only thing I can do is just to play like rook g4. And he also keeps saying we're best friends, which is like, it's the absolute worst. It's like you're losing to somebody who has 4 brain cells, who just keeps referring to you as their best friend. And you're just not. Like, you don't even know who they are. It's really tragic stuff. Like, Martin has brain damage and no brain damage all the same. Yeah, queen f3. He's going to bring his rook. He said, you don't want to trade. Can we still be friends? Oh, my God. I can't get my knight in the game. I can't even play rook g5. I wanted to play rook to g5. I can't even do it now. Oh, boy. And he's going to put his knight on f6. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrendous. I can't play rook f4 because then he's going to move this guy to g5. Wow. What can I even do? I just got completely dominated in this game. Like, I really thought I had a chance for a second. Okay. I don't have any moves. He's going to play rook f8 next. Rook e8. What if he went here? See, then it starts flashing that it's illegal. That's not the move that he made. Yeah, rook e8. Now he's not letting me bring my knight. Wow. What a masterclass from Mr. Martin. Truly, just an excellent game that he played. If I move my queen up, then he plays rook f8. I don't have any moves. He's taking my soul. Rook h4. Does he blunder? I can't even offer him a draw. They have me stuck in this simulation, playing on ChessUp 2, and I can't even offer Martin a draw. I can't even... All right, let's go back, because that was... I couldn't make that move before. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is the end. I'm gonna go out with a bang. I'm gonna get checkmated, probably. Oh, no. Surgical, methodical technique from Mr. Martin. I can take on f6. It doesn't do anything. I can sacrifice my rook and try to give him some checks, but all right, let's go for it. We're going out with a bang. We're sacrificing a rook. Martin is going to take us, and then we're going to take here, and now we put him in check, so his king is in danger. Now he plays to g7. What a magical board, by the way, I just got to tell you. It's pretty cool. Now I have absolutely nothing, just literally nothing at all. Yeah, and it's an AI, so it's not going to make a mistake. The last chance I have is if I play knight to g3 and he doesn't take my pawn. I think. Not touch move, though. Queen d7 doesn't work. I guess queen d7 does work because it allows me to preserve my queen. But then I'm just going to lose on the next move. Okay. Let's get our knight out. But he's gonna take, yeah, that's the end. Fun. And now it is over. It is over. This is absolutely hopeless. But I'm not going to resign. I'm gonna give him a check again to show you how cool it is that the king lights up. And then I'm gonna play this move. King f2. Oh, he can take my pawn with check. Of course he will. Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe here. And I'm safe. He could take that pawn with check now. Oh. All right. I think we are going to go out, losing all of our pawns, getting brutally hunted across the board. Martin gives us a check. We play king to g4, and I think it's just a matter of time until checkmate arrives. Gives us this check. King f3. I don't see mate yet. Oh, there it is. Rook to h2. Now, the good thing is, because I'm playing Martin on the ChessUp 2, I can just turn the game off and pretend like I won. I don't even have to click the resign button. Now, Martin's next move is simply rook to f2 checkmate. And he's way too powerful. But the good thing is, I can just do this. And now I win. That's how this works, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. The ChessUp 2 board is super, super cool. And like I said in the introduction, it's going to come out later in 2024. It's a very cool way to play against bots, play against people, play against friends, play against people that you know that are thousands of miles away, and preferably not play against next-gen Martin bot because he is a scumbag and he is way too good at chess. But I think we'll count this as a victory. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to check out ChessUp 2 and get out of here. No, seriously, get out of here.